Hello, I am the Viking Shaman. Welcome to my show, the Viking Shaman Show. This is my channel. Now, most of you know the hands. Tonight, meet the face. This is the Viking Shaman, the Unmasking. So, for years, I have taught Seder from behind a mask. It kept the focus on the work and kept me private. It was a frame. I chose it. It was a promise. The craft first. The person second. But a frame can also be a wall. Tonight I remove it. Personal framing. I am a Viking shaman. I am a shaman and a healer of the Norse, of the Vikings. I am a Vitki. Seder is the art. Being a Vitki is the practitioner. And being a Volva is the foreseeing, the foresight and the divination of it. And then you have the fake magic type, which is called shrouded. I have walked this path for a long time, learning, failing, listening. The mask was never about mystery for its own sake. It was about attention, to breathe, to room, to the quiet between. But my attention grows and we must meet. So I chose a moment to step forward when the practice felt steady enough to hold the gaze. Stakes and promise. This unmasking is not a spectacle. It is a commitment. I will show you why I wore this mask, what it taught me, and how the work continues, unchanged in its essence, altered only in its frame. And with reflection on the mask taught me discipline. When viewers could not see my face, they listened to the cadence of breath, the placement of runes, the silence. I learned to hold space without performance. I learned to let ritual be the teacher. But the mask also taught me about distance, how anonymity can protect and how it can isolate. Over time, I felt a pull to be more present, to accept vulnerability as part of the craft. intent before the reveal. So now, the unmasking, not to prove anything, not to chase viewers, but to invite you closer, to show that the person behind the practice is human, fallible and committed, to remind us all that natural or ritual is a relationship with the unseen, with the fools and tools playing alongside each other, and there's those ones that actually work their craft. And with one another, and the other, with one and the other, and one another. The unmasking moment, I shall reveal. So, are we all ready? Hello there. I'm still the same person who taught you how to cast runes and breathe into Seder. The mask changed the frame, not the work. The mask changed the frame. If you followed me for a while, thank you. This is your first time. If this is your first time, I welcome you. There are personal stories that shaped this practice and the practice in a whole. See, there are moments in practice that shape us. I remember a night on the coast, wind like a voice when a reading asked me to step away from the certainty and listen. That night taught me humility. Another time, a mistake in reading led to a small harm, nothing dramatic, but enough to remind me that skill without care is dangerous. These moments are why I keep the work quiet, and why I keep returning to the basics: breath, attention, consent. Now, a single Seder reading offered as a witness. Now, I will do one Seder reading, not a lesson, not a how-to, a reading, offered as a witness to this unmasking. If you want to follow along, sit with me and breathe. Breathe in 4 counts, hold 2, exhale 4. Again, we will breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 2, and exhale for 4. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, now my question for this reading is simple. What helps this community move forward and toward things with care? I will draw one rune. These have been pre-shuffled. So now I will draw the first one at the top. I have drawn Jibo. Jibo is gift. Jibo is the mutual exchange of gifts and messages. It's an exchange. The message is not a mystery. It is reciprocity. The work moves forward. Forward when we give and receive with respect, when we offer time, attention, and honest feedback, when we accept help and return. We return the favor, we return it to goodwill, to each other. That is the thread I see tonight. In reflection on the rune reading that I've just done, that rune is a reminder. Unmasking is not only about me showing my face. It is about opening a space where we exchange practice and care. If you follow this channel, consider what you bring and what you take. Practice with humility. Share it with consent. Learn it with patience. There is community invitation. I want this to be a community of practice, not spectacle. Tonight, I invite you to do one thing. Perform a single rune pull for yourself and ask, what helps me now? Sit with the answer. Write one line in a journal. If you feel called, share one insight in the comments, one sentence. I will read a selection in the next video, if there are any takers or care to comment. There is one thing I do carry with me, and I carry the real Algeshalma. It is a magical symbol of the Viking era and of the Seder and the craft of shamanism of the Viking and the Norse. I am say for being able to magically protect myself wherever I am and from whatever I need. So, with ethical reminder and care, there is a few notes before we go deeper. We must respect the sources. Do not claim certainty. Do not promise outcomes. Always ask consent before reading. For others, it is of respect. Keep humility as your guide. The craft is a long conversation, not a quick fix. And with this closing, I will commit to you. If this unmasking resonated, will like, share, and subscribe. to the Viking Shaman. Share one insight in the comments. I will return unmasked with readings and reflections. And I'll read a few of your shared moments next time. I think I should share one thing. And my name is Ruben. So, thank you for meeting me here. I give my final farewell. Stay lit, stay hempy, stay magical, stand grounded, breathe deep, honor the threads of fate, honor the ancestors, share in the joy of your brothers and sisters. I will say farewell now, and I will see you in the next video. I am the Viking Shaman, and I will see you next time.
Stil mot å feire null.